mercy, and peace be to you from God our Father and the light of the world, our Lord and Savior Jesus. Brothers and sisters in Christ, as we look forward to celebrating our Savior's birth again, and as we go through and hear lessons that maybe we've heard for many years about the work of John the Baptist, as we prepare our hearts for the coming of Jesus, it really is, we're not just celebrating a birth, but we're celebrating a mission. What was Jesus Christ's ministry? And it was a ministry that tied in very closely, obviously, with John the Baptist. And over these weeks that we have before us, as we've been preparing for that celebration, we're using in our sermon, for our sermon text, John chapter 9 and the healing of a blind man and the circumstances that are involving that. It also ties into John the Baptist and his work and the other miracles that are happening around the time of Jesus' birth. One of those that we will have next week, we remember the announcement that was given to Mary that she would be a virgin and give birth to the Son of God. And those are the lessons that we have next Sunday. But we're focusing on that light, the light that Jesus brings. And we're using the word L-I-G-H-T. Last week we emphasized in this reading that we have before us from John chapter 9. Let me read the first 5 verses of that text that we have. This is also in your bulletin. These are the verses that we had last Sunday. Just so you get the context of where we are in this lesson. As he, Jesus, went along, he saw a man blind from birth. His disciples asked him, "Rabbi, who sinned, this man or his parents, that he was born blind?" "Neither this man nor his parents sinned," said Jesus, "but this happened so that the works of God might be displayed in him. As long as it is day, we must do the works of him who sent me. Night is coming when no one can work. While I am in the world, I am the light of the world." Jesus is emphasizing that L-I-G-H-T again, one of his I am, light. Everything about Jesus Christ in the light that he is to reveal, is to show, is to shine the way to salvation. Everything that is in Scripture, but it focuses on Jesus Christ. It shines on me and what I need for my salvation. It focuses on who Jesus Christ is. And the idea of light also has me to see what is holy, what is pure, what is joy. And light also has that, when we walk into the light of Christ, it's also walking in holiness, which again has to do with the forgiveness of sins. All that beautiful picture there is in light, having to do with the light of the world, Jesus Christ. And last week we mentioned that we started with the T, L-I-G-H-T, and the T is, we're using as the word for time. And so we focused last week on Jesus' time. His time that while it was day, while he was still living, night would come to all believers as well, to all people when there would be death. Use your time in this world for the mission. And what was Jesus' mission? It was to spend time on earth and accomplishing everything for our salvation, which we talked about last Sunday. And it was also our time. And we mentioned that for us, to prepare for Christmas means quality involves quantity, my time. It's while we're in the world. It's everything that we do in our life, everything is tied into our relationship with Jesus. And so it isn't just a matter, it's nice that we can spend, and hopefully we do, at this time of Advent. It's a little time, more time when we say, look, we have special worship services, there's devotions that are a little more special to be able to use, to prepare for Christmas, is to use that time, but also then to be able to proclaim him to others, to invite him to others. Use our time, but everything that we do, we wake up in the morning, we go to bed at night, everything in between, I do living in the light of Jesus. Now this morning, we continue on. We never did say, what happened to that blind man? Did Jesus heal him? What were the circumstances surrounding that? Well, we're working on the I today. The letter L-I-G-H-T, we've got the I today that we're focusing on. And obviously there's a couple of ways that I can be the pronoun that's thinking about me, which of course it is, and we're emphasizing that. Because as we look through the word today, what we are looking at is to say that we want to let our eyes be open to the light of Christmas. Let our eyes be open to the light so that we see that light of Christmas. And how do we do that? We do that by, Lord, let us see our earthly blessings and let us see we are spiritual lions. So here's that I, L-I-G-H-T. Well, what did Jesus do? Did he heal that man? Listen, this is what was in our account. If we listen to that, as we continue on with that account. After saying this, saying he was the light of the world, he spit on the ground, made some mud with the saliva, and put it on the man's eyes. We don't know why Jesus did that. It may have been something that he was doing physically for the man. He did that in some of his miracles to let people know, hey, this is me involved. There's nothing else that's going on here. When people think, how did this happen? Boy, Jesus did this and this and this. It had to be do something that Jesus was doing. But we don't know the reason why Jesus sometimes, rather than just directly healing, he used something as an in-between. But it's to get people thinking what was going on. Though he told them, wash in the pool of Siloam. So this word means sent. So if there's a pool, there are different pools in Jerusalem. John is writing, for those that may not have known the Hebrew or the Aramaic, or as he was writing it, or the Greek, but probably explaining it so that all people would know. If you put it into the Greek, you would know the Aramaic, what it meant, Siloam, sent. And so there were two pools in Jerusalem that were in the southern part of Jerusalem. So one of which was built by Hezekiah, actually, for when out in the springs or the water that came to that pool was from outside the city of Jerusalem, so that when enemies came, the people would still have a water supply. And there was a tunnel, you can read about that in the Old Testament, Hezekiah also built to get into the city. There was also another pool that connected to the same outside spring that would have been higher than this other pool. One of the two pools is that this man went to at that time, and it was the word sent, meant the word sent. We don't know what that was emphasizing. Why John wanted to emphasize that word sent as well in his writing. Is it making them remember, hey, Jesus sent me. Jesus is the one who sent me to this pool. Maybe it's reminding people even that the Father had sent Jesus, and thinking about Jesus is the one whom the Father sent, the light of the world. But we don't know. But he has the man do more things. He goes down to that pool, and as we heard, so the man went and washed and came home seeing. His neighbors and those who had formerly seen him begging asked, isn't this the man who used to sit and beg? Some claimed that he was. Others said, no, he only looks like him. You know, it was so fantastic what Jesus did. His miracle. Oh, we think it's him, but it's so fantastic, it can't really be him because that couldn't happen to him. It helps us also to focus on everything that God does for us. And what Jesus did in his time on earth, fantastic. I can't believe God, Jesus loves me so much. But he, the ex-blind man, himself insisted, I am the man. How then were your eyes open, they asked. He replied, the man they called Jesus made some mud and put it on my eyes and told me to go to the pool, to Siloam and wash. So I went and washed, and then I could see. Where is this man, they asked him. I don't know, he said. This should remind us and also tell us, God doesn't also say that the more faith I have, the more likely I'm going to be healed of something. God doesn't say that at all. Or God never heals an unbeliever. That's not what the Bible says either. We have to look at the context, look at what prayer means. But this is kind of interesting. The man didn't really know who Jesus was, and yet God was using him for a purpose to display the glory of God in his life. He was healed physically. Did the man believe in Jesus as the Messiah? We'll find that out in another week or so. Yeah. How does the story end, at least apart from our lesson today, is where this man is, where is this man, they asked. I don't know, he said. And then what happens is later, he's brought in and he's questioned by the Pharisees. And we'll hear more about that as well next time in the sermon. So here we are. Here is this man, he's being able for us to do, how do we prepare for the light of Christmas? How do we open our eyes to see? The man's eyes were open. It really is being able to see, I pray for this Christmas, is that we look around and say, how many of the things that we get for Christmas do we really need? Do we really need them? And I would imagine for most of us, we would say we probably don't may I also be truly thankful for the things that I take for granted. Is it wrong to have gifts? Of course not. But it's being able to see it's not what I need. It's being able to say, Lord, the reason I have sight, the reason I'm able to have any of my senses is because of you, Lord. The thing that you have given me. If you go back to the Old Testament and you listen to what Moses was told when God was speaking, and probably the angel of the Lord could have been Jesus before he was born, in the burning bush that he appeared to Moses. Here's what he said to Moses. But here's what Moses first said. Pardon your servant, Lord. I have never been eloquent, neither in the past nor since you have spoken to your servant. I am slow of speech and tongue. Moses didn't want to go back and speak before the people and speak to Pharaoh on behalf of his people. The Lord said to him, who gave human beings their mouths? Who made them deaf or mute? Who gives them sight or makes them blind? Is it not I, the Lord? Wow. God's involved in every aspect of our lives. And we open up presents if we're fortunate enough to do that. Lord, help us to be able to say, God, thank you that I can see the presents. Thank you that I'm able to see them if I can, because not everybody has that. If I lose my sight, help me, Lord, to be thankful for the sight that I have. Thankful for being able to hear, being able to sing hymns, and being able to speak and sing all the things all the carols that we do. All of these are blessings from God. And yet we take them so for granted. The simple things that we have in life, whether it's of this Christ, he said, I did not come in to bring terrorists. And you think about it, in our lives, do we see ourselves as sinful? And we want to click off. Our sinful nature would say, no, I'm not really that sinful. We want to click that off. I'm not sinful, God. I'm not sinful, God. I am. And here's God keep coming back to us and clicking, you are a sinner. You are a sinner. You are a sinner. Even as believers,